Hi everyone, it's Carrie again with My Friends Call Me Martha. And yes, I got that nickname after Martha Stewart because I am usually you'll find me either in my kitchen or in my craft room. Those are pretty much the two places when I'm home that I spend all of my time. So I am here today with day 4 of my series of tags and cards, and I am featuring today the Sweetest Christmas Suite. This was it's one of the first pages in the catalog, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. So I'm going to be using the Sweet Candy Canes bundle for this, along with the paper and the ribbon. The ribbon is sold in a 2-pack, and it is really great. It's very light and easy to work with. So if you are not working with a demonstrator already, and if you wanted to order any of the products that I show today, this is my October host code with Stampin' Up! And my website is carriechampagne.stampinup.net. Carrie Champagne is my real name. My real name is not Martha. So I am going to leave that on here for you guys to see. And then I'm going to show you, I am going to be working on a card class that I will release using this bundle, and you'll get a quarter of a pack of paper. I know it looks crazy that I cut the paper all weird like that, but I wanted you to be able to get as many full candy canes as possible. So these, you can see that there is a die that cuts out the candy canes, but you can also just cut them with your scissors. And then the back side, it is a great stripe, but there's lots of other great stripes in this packet. I love the mini candy canes. This is probably my favorite stripe because it has all of the colors. There's Pool Party, Sweet Sorbet, Garden Green, and Real Red. Whoops. There's another stripe, some more mini candy canes, and then your red and white. So it's a great pack of paper that you can do a lot with, and hopefully you will kind of be inspired by what I create today. All right, so like I said, we're using the Sweet Candy Cane bundle, and then I used also the largest tailor-made tag that kind of has the little details. It's not just flat. All right, so we'll move these out of the way. There's kind of all the things we need. So I went ahead and already cut out several of the candy canes for you. So we're going to start by making the tags. And we're going to do our stamping. So because I'm going to be using the oval punch, I want to make sure my sentiment strip is long enough that I can move it around so that I can perfectly cut out an oval. And then I'm going to close up my ink pad because I do not want to drop anything in it. So I'm using the double oval punch. There's a great scallop shape, and then there's your plain one. This fits perfectly on that, which I didn't even think to do that for the card, but I could. So see how I have plenty of room to be able to hold this and move it around. Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna, on the fly, change this up. So let's do a red scallop because I'm not sure which one I'm gonna like better. And we'll do a green one. All right, so we'll see. So I did do, my tags are in the Real Red color. And I am going to use, let's see, I'm going to actually use the red and white candy cane. You can see though how it cuts out nice with the back side of the striped paper. So you'll be able to get many candy canes out of this. Now Or do I want to go red? I almost feel like I should have done red ink. All right, so let's try it with red. Yeah, I knew that was not right. You can just sometimes tell when you're, like my hand like moved and I knew it wasn't going to stamp right. But we have 2 sheets, or 2 sides to every sheet of paper, thankfully. All right, so again, we'll do this in red. I mean, there's many things you could do. You could even do something like non-traditional and use more of like the pool party colors to be, you know, different for your cards. This also would be an easy one to create kind of multiples of if you wanted to make handmade cards for everybody on your list at Christmas. So let's see, is that going to be too much like red? Yeah, I feel like I'm going to stick with my original, and I'm going to attach this to the tag with dimensionals. And then I'm going to add some little silver pearls. I'm using the Take Your Pick tool. This has like a putty end that is great for picking up embellishments. All right, and then this ribbon is super fun for tags. The other one that would work good is glitter organdy ribbon. If I can get it to come apart. Where's the end? It like sticks to itself to add a little more sparkle. Let's go with this. So I like to do a simple slip knot. So I fold the piece of ribbon in half, and at your fold, you take that and weave it from the front to the back of the tag, about halfway, and then you feed your tails through, and then it kind of makes that like nice finished look on the front. So there is tag number 1. And let's do our second tag. Oh my goodness. So you can see this candy cane goes in the opposite direction. And again, I'm going to add this on with dimensionals. Okay. Then we got to add our little pretties. Gotta love adding some extra sparkle, especially for the holidays. And for this, I think I'm going to make a bow. And I think I have to open a new roll of red. I go through a lot of red ribbon this time of year. And the red is like, obviously I like it a little bit better than I like garden green. But I tend to stick with, you know, traditional Christmas colors for projects that I'm doing. All right, so like you can see, this ribbon is great for making bows. It's nice and light, and very easy to kind of work with. And then for the bow, I like to use glue dots. And with glue dots, I like to attach, oh goodness, I'm going to attach I put the ribbon right on my roll of glue dots is what I meant to say. I don't like to touch the glue, but today I might have to because it is not, there we go. It did not want to pick up my ribbon. All right, and then we're gonna just add that here, and then let's get our card ready. So I have a real red card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. For the inside of the card, I'm going to use a piece of basic white. Just put a little glue. You don't need a lot of liquid glue. It holds very well. And then I actually had cut this was left over from cutting the designer paper. So I'm actually just going to put this along, I'm going to put it down this edge. So just kind of like makes the card a little bit fancier. And then I am going to use, I think this side. I'm going to go with the stripes. Center that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this tag. And looky there, we have a card and a matching tag. You could also use the real red ribbon so they like really match. So I hope you guys liked this class and this series that I kind of did this week. I'm going to be back tomorrow with another tag and card class, and I'm actually going to do a little bonus project here because I just realized I had bought this punch and I was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this punch, and like these flat edges, like I don't know, those are kind of ugly. This I don't like because it's not symmetrical. I really don't know why I ordered this because I really didn't like it once I got it, but I felt the need to buy it. So I'm actually going to show you, I saw on a video that this is actually used to make tags, and I was like, oh. So what you do is I just have a piece of paper here. This is, I think, I want to say 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. 2 1/4 by 4. I wasn't even close. And then you just stick it in here so that the corner, and you can feel it, you can't really go any further, and then do that to your other side, and then you have a tag, because this is also the little knot for your ribbon. So it has a little line on the front, so you can kind of line it up as best as possible. I mean, if you wanted to, you could get a ruler out, but I'm not doing that. So it's a little off center, but I feel like you're not gonna notice. So I just thought that was like so awesome. So you can like make tags very easily with any sort of paper. Hold on, make sure I got that in there right. And let's see if I can get this more centered on this one. I don't know, it's very hard to figure out. You could also use a hole punch. I feel like I might have more success with a hole punch, but I just thought that was cool. So you guys, you can make way more tags than I thought just by using this punch. So especially if you don't have a die cutting machine, you wouldn't be able to use the tailor-made tags. So hope that is helpful to anybody. Also, you know, I think if you're a scrapbooker, you kind of really like having these punches and being able to make tags very quickly without having to go through a die cutting machine. So again, I thank you for tuning in today. I would love if you would like my video, subscribe, leave me a comment, all of those lovely things. And I hope you'll come back tomorrow to see day 5 of tags and cards. Take care. Bye.